Oh, hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Puglo Escobar, and you join me today outside the Maze Bank offices, you know, as on this occasion we intend to go and purchase ourselves yet another vehicle. Okay, so let's head on inside, ladies and gentlemen, and get things started. Now, of course, before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, I must warn you, don't speak to my secretary. I recently caught her signing a petition to stop the breeding of pedigree dogs like pugs, you know, so as you can imagine, I'm rather annoyed with her. I signed a similar petition to stop her sort from breeding, you know, but then I was labelled as anti-Semitic. Anyway, you can't do anything about that, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get cracking, shall we? Okay, so the very first, what are we talking about? The vehicle we're here to have a look at, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the Nero Custom, don't you know? And the Nero Custom, much like the Nero, can be found on the Benny's Original Motorworks website. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, sort of coming in middle of the section there, towards the bottom a little bit, and there we go. That's the Custom, ladies and gentlemen. That's the standard Nero. And if we click it again, there we go. That's the Custom. Okay, so it's the Nero Custom we're looking at today, ladies and gentlemen, retailing for a price of $1,440,000 to start with, but of course then we're going to have to put that custom upgrade, which is going to take it up to around about $2 million, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, we're going to be looking at about $2 million, ladies and gentlemen, for this particular vehicle when all is said and done. And of course we're going to go and send it on up to the Hillcrest residence, as we always do at this juncture in the video. And on this occasion, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting there in the Truffade Thrax. Now this is the very top end Truffade, don't you know, above the Adder and the Nero Custom in terms of price, and underperforming absolutely wildly across the board. About the only vehicle it can take down in its own make, ladies and gentlemen, is the Adder, and even that with a bit of a struggle, to be quite frank with you. Don't buy the Truffade Thrax, that's what we're saying, you know. Okay, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? If you saw the Nero video recently, you'd have expected to see it in white and blue now, wouldn't you? But no, there we go, it's in yellow. Okay, so what can we say, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, we already said about the Nero, didn't we? Let's be quite frank about these things. And, if I could find the piece of paper where I write down my humorous comments, we'd be all the better off now, wouldn't we? Okay, looks more stylish than... okay, well, I don't want to use that one yet, I don't think. Okay, what are we going to say? More threatening than an intercontinental ballistic missile, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it looks in my opinion, and there we go. Okay, so let's get things started then, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Now, of course, because this is the Benny's upgrade, you know, we're going to take it on down to the Benny's shop to perform the modifications, and there we go. Okay, so let's have a look, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, in terms of acceleration, it's going to launch you faster than a toddler falling off a treadmill, you know. It really is that quick, ladies and gentlemen. In terms of handling, I mean, it's more fun to handle than a pair of silicon breasts, to be quite frank with you. You can see it weaving down the hills there with no trouble whatsoever. And in terms of top end speed, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's faster than the collapse of the British Empire. You know, it's just going to go down. It's that quick, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, well, here we go. We are, of course, going to send it on through, now I can say down towards the Benny's Motorworks, Original Motorworks, and of course, public lobby, ladies and gentlemen. That sort of thing can happen. Okay, well, we're going to call the car back in. There we go, and then we're going to send it on down and see what goes on. Now, okay, so yes, let's have a look, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be quite frank about the handling, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's fantastic. You know, the acceleration is very appreciable, ladies and gentlemen, and the top end speed is very, very good indeed. Across the line, across the board, ladies and gentlemen, the Nero, just as a standard car, is a damn good car. You know, certainly worth the $400,000 asking price, ladies and gentlemen, and absolutely beautiful. Okay, so there we are, ladies and gentlemen. We brought it on down to Benny's Motorworks. It's been a long time since I've been here, and I can't remember which door I supposed to go. Is it that door? No, clearly not. Okay, never mind. We'll try the next one along. Hello, Benny. Are you in there, old boy? Why don't you let me in? There's a pug dog outside. Okay, well, here we go. Yeah, so there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are in the Benny's Original Motorworks, as you can see, and there we go. Now, that's not the actual price, ladies and gentlemen. It's not $400,000 for the upgrade, don't you know? It's around about $600,000. Something in that sort of ballpark, I imagine. You know, I got this on with 30% off, so there we go. It simply could add the 30% to it, but simply can't be bothered. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are inside Benny's Original Motorworks. Rather garish, isn't it? Rather prefer the sort of subdued environment of my own particular Maze Bank office's auto shop, you know. Clearly, Benny's gone absolutely crazy with a can of spray paint there, sort of purple and yellow all over. God knows what possessed the man to perform that sort of activity, ladies and gentlemen, but there's no sense to some people. Okay, so here we are, ladies ladies and gentlemen. We are inside Benny's Original Motorworks, as I say, and as always, we will be going through the modification section of the video at double speed, and just in order to hurry things along, but still to provide you, the viewer, with the opportunity of having a look at the different modifications that can be affected to this vehicle, should you then choose to go ahead and purchase it, And normally, ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of brevity, we do cut out certain sections, but I do believe this is pretty much the entire modification we're going to show here. Okay, so what can one say, ladies and gentlemen? What can one say about the Truffade Nero, modified out of the box? It's a damn good car, ladies and gentlemen, but of course we're not here to discuss the Nero out of the box. We're here to discuss the Nero Custom, and we haven't actually given that a go yet. One can't actually get that customized anywhere else other than in the Benny's Custom auto shop, or in fact in your own Mates Bank garage, ladies and gentlemen. If you have one of those sort of your own personal office block, you can actually get it modified in there. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, we brought it down to Benny's just for the giggle of it, as where we bought the vehicle from, and we're gonna we've completed the modification, so we're gonna take it out onto the street, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna see how it handles now that it is officially, ladies and gentlemen, the Nero Custom. Okay, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen, rolling out of Benny's in the half light. We're going to take it back on to the Maze Bank offices, and we're going to perform the standard lap. Okay, there we go. Absolutely beautiful looking vehicle, isn't it? So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, in terms of acceleration, it's going to set you off faster than a dodgy prawn curry, It's just going to, in terms of it's going to set you off that fast, In terms of top speed, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's faster than a tornado inside a hurricane on a moped powered by rocket fuel, It's just that quick. And the handling, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's sort of sharper than a barbed insult by your mother-in-law. And so it's going to, there we go, getting around that corner, there we go, fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, generally speaking, this is absolutely, this car is absolutely fantastic across the board, and, one really can't complain. And so there we are, ladies and gentlemen, that is the standard lap, and we are now going to perform the necessary test to establish just how good this car is. So we're going to take it all on to the top speed test track. Of course, that is our first port of call on these occasions, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to send it on down, and we're going to see what she can do. Okay, so just to give you an indication for those of you who are not aware, what we consider to be a competitive time to get down this straight is about 53-54 seconds. So let's see what the Nero Custom can do. Okay, that's competitive, ladies and gentlemen, 52.555, and that really is very competitive, and I'm sure you'll agree, ladies and gentlemen. Looks, in terms of looks, it's more stylish than a killer whale in a tuxedo. Okay, we got Mr. Raccoon there, going absolutely, sorry, bloody Raccoon, yes, absolutely crazy. I don't know why he insists on doing that in these cars. He seems to have a thing for spinning the Truffades around inside that barn. I can't explain it, ladies and gentlemen, he's an absolute psycho. Right, okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, we have now brought it on up to Sandy Shores, and we are going to commence with the tests as they are, The very first vehicle what they're going to be bringing out is the Truffade Adder, don't you know? Retailing for a flat $1 million, yeah, that's pretty much it, It's the bottom end Truffade, ladies and gentlemen. It's a darn good car, One can't say that it isn't, one could say, but you'd be lying. It's a fantastic car. It's not even close to the Nero in terms of performance, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, there we go. Oops, a days is Mr. Raccoon going flying. He's sort of turned into the Richard Hammond of these tests, don't you know? Can't help but crash. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, the next vehicle we're going to bring out is going to be, no surprises for guessing, it's the Truffade Nero, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we've got to go ahead and put the Nero Custom up against the Nero. That surely, ladies and gentlemen, would be a salient point for anybody interested in this particular modification. The Nero, as you all should be aware, ladies and gentlemen, retailing for $1,440,000. The Nero effectively retailing for around about, the Nero Custom, I should say, retailing for about $2 million. And that's what you're getting for your money, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it has got more top-end speed, and there we go. Okay, so it doesn't always come that far, ladies and gentlemen, but that was the best, the most distance we could get between it. So we're going to bring out a Garotti now, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Garotti Vision, retailing for $2,250,000. I do believe so. It's $2.25 million. It's a very, very fine car. I bought this vehicle a long time ago. We'll be putting a video out on it in the near future. In fact, probably the next video we'll put out. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So what happens when you put a $2 million Truffade up against a $2.25 million Garotti, ladies and gentlemen? You can see it's a bitter battle for it down the back there. The Garotti is trying to get in front, ladies and gentlemen. With every second it's getting closer, but no, the Truffade is going to cross the line just ahead of the Nero, the Vision. Then whoops, it days, and Mr. Raccoon going flying off into the distance again. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, bringing out rather a cheap car now. Now this is the Bravado Banshee 900R. You know, now I'm sure you're aware, ladies and gentlemen, the Bravado Banshee can be pulled off the street pretty much anywhere around the map. It's a very, very fast car, but it can be upgraded, ladies and gentlemen, to the 900R for a price of about $565,000, taking the total asking price if you purchase one up to about $670,000. So it's under the $1 million mark, ladies and gentlemen. It's by a significant chalk, you know, and it's very close behind us, so that really is rather interesting. Bravado Banshee R is a very good car, you know. Okay, so the very, very next vehicle we're going to bring out now, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Benefactor Schlagen. And of course, this retails for about $1.3 million. It's a favorite vehicle of Mr. Raccoon, don't you know? So I daren't say anything but positive things about it, lest my next gaming session just be awash with grenades and dynamite and all sorts of bullets in the back of my head. Mr. Raccoon, I should point out, he has a channel of his own. His name is The Bromby. His channel is called The Bromby. If you type that into YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, you should be able to go in and find it one day. They've got some rather good videos on there. We all love the Schlagen, ladies and gentlemen, let there be no doubt. Okay, so it's the Benefactor Serrano, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know, for the hoes at home, for the uninitiated, shall we say. This is what we like to refer to as a serious contender, ladies and gentlemen. $110,000 only for the Benefactor Serrano. We like to pull it out. We started to put it on as the sort of third car in the wrap-up, you know, because it can take down some very, very serious cars at very serious price ranges, ladies and gentlemen. The Truffade Custom Nero is not one of them, and not even close. Okay, so that probably comes as no surprise to you. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting the wrap-up, of course. Like I say, we started the Serrano now, and what is second nowadays is Big Daddy Z. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Pegassi Zentorno, retailing for a price of $725,000. It is an absolutely fantastic car for the money, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, it is seriously battling for it down the back there, ladies and gentlemen. We do dearly love the Pegassi Zentorno on this channel, but it would appear that, yes, the Nero Custom is going to take it, and by a considerable mark there. Okay, so of course there is only one more question left now, ladies and gentlemen, and that question is the Grotti Italy RSX. It is the final masquerade, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, if the Nero Custom can take down the Pegassi Zentorno, then maybe there's a slither of a chance that it's going to be able to take down the RSX, ladies and gentlemen. But if you've seen the Nero video, then you actually know the truth that it's not going to be able to. So what can we say? I mean, in terms of looks, ladies and gentlemen, the Nero Custom, it's more brutal than a Visigoth invading Rome, you know? In terms of acceleration, I mean, what can one say, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, it's faster than a celebrity rushing to support the latest trendy socio-political cause, you know? In terms of handling, yeah, it changes direction faster than a corrupt politician. And in terms of top-end speed, ladies and gentlemen, moves faster than the Vatican moves a child-abusing priest, don't you know? Okay, so there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Nero Custom, and what do we think of it? Is it worth the money? In our opinion, ladies and gentlemen, no, it's not. Go for the Nero instead. It's not. Sodding hell, bloody Raccoon. Well, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for watching.